Let's face facts. Patients are choosing your practice because of the quality of your website and hopefully because you have a lot of good reviews online. So how do we make sure your website is in the best condition that it possibly can be? And more importantly, how do we get great reviews and bury the bad ones? Okay, so let's say I'm a dentist, I get a bad review. This is something we all dread. One dilemma, of course, is how to respond to that bad review, but another one is how do you even find out you got the bad review on Yelp or wherever in the first place?
Yeah, that's a great question, and reviews and reputation is so critical right now. Is because everything is online and people are searching for a dentist online, and the first thing they do is they either go to Yelp, they go to Health Grades, they may go to your website and they want to see how you're viewed by other people. It's so important because we think about word of mouth, and most dentists say, well, I get my patients from word of mouth, but now word of mouth means I'm going online to see what other people are saying. And then you have this bad review. And here's what I recommend and what we recommend that people do. Number one, first focus on getting a lot of positive reviews, because positive reviews balance out the one negative review that you have. So make sure you ask your patients, ask them for a review. Do you mind if you're happy if you give me a review? Most people are willing to do that. Number two, make it easy for them to respond to you on reviews. Nobody really wants to go log in, find your Yelp account. Make it easy. Send them an email and say, I'd like to get a review from you. And you pointed out the most important thing, you have to monitor. You can't wait for 3 or 4 weeks as your people are looking at you. You have to monitor what people are saying. So take a look on a regular basis. Have someone in your office be monitoring. Our software, for instance, provides alerts every time you get a review so that you can easily respond to that review. And I think you brought it up too, how do you respond to it? First of all, you have to be HIPAA compliant. So you don't want to disclose patient information, you don't want to disclose information that a patient wouldn't want. So make sure that you're general about the review and then respond with the most positive way that you can. We always say the best thing to do is don't let a patient leave your office unhappy. That's probably the most important thing, and if you do that, then you won't get negative reviews. But if you happen to get a negative review, make sure you respond and then take care of it right away.
Well, it's so interesting is how software like yours and programs like yours are able to automate some of this, the monitoring, the ability to collect positive reviews from patients. A dentist doesn't have to reinvent the wheel to figure out how to do this. They can automate this in there.
That's right, and we think it's more of a help to dentists because, but by the way, positive reviews get ranked by Google more and more, and so you want to make sure that you're seen with a 4-star or 5-star reviews. So you want to collect as many, and our job is just to make that seamless for you and make it easy for practices to be able to collect reviews, because a dentist wants to focus on taking care of the patient. Our job is to make sure we take care of reviews and reputation. So we really think of ourselves as partners in that method.
Terrific. So as you mentioned, of course, patients are going to our websites regularly, whether they get a referral from a friend or family member or whatever it might be. They're checking our website before they come into our practice, and there's some potential pitfalls that we could be getting into in terms of compliance, making sure that our website is up to code. Not all websites are created equally.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, because first of all, you want to make sure your website is current. If you look at, most people see a website on their phone, and if your website isn't mobile ready or mobile responsive, people are going to look away. No one wants to scroll around on a website on the phone. 2, you want to make sure that it's secure. Google over the past year has now popped up little messages that says, when you go to a website, this website may not be secure. And so you have to make sure that you have the security certificate that says the communications you're going to have with me are secure. The next thing you really want to do is make sure it's HIPAA compliant. Companies like ours provide online forms so that a patient can easily fill out the health history form, the patient information form before they come into the office. So you can collect that information early. They don't have to worry about, I can't remember my insurance information, or I don't remember the name of the medication that I have. All that has to be secure and HIPAA compliant, and making sure that transmission of information is secure is critical to any practice. Probably something that most people don't know about is Most people know what the ADA is, but people don't realize that there's another ADA called the Americans with Disabilities Act. And you have to make sure that your website is compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act so that it can be read by screen readers for people who may be disabled. All of those things are important. All of those things are coming into play on a regular basis, and companies like ours, like ProSites, make sure that we're staying up to date with those requirements.